One by one they were driven along the warning track from a gate in the left field corner to a spot along the first baseline. As the cheers went up for Wally, Joyner and Jim Leyritz and Greg Vaughn, the widows of Tony Gwynn and Kevin Towers, Ken Caminiti's daughter and finally Trevor Hoffman, there could be no mistaking the place the 1998 Padres have in the hearts of the team's fans. This is a tremendous fan base when you have a nice product, Joyner, the first baseman on the '98 World Series team, said later. They'll rally around you, they'll get excited for you, they'll push you. We loved them, and they loved us. And I think it's been a 20-year love fest. Anyone in San Diego that fall, or during the team's run to the 1984 World Series, knows how cherished a winning Padres team is and always will be. Even so, as many Cardinals fans sat watching the pre-game festivities, perhaps with visions of one or more of their team's 11 championships dancing in their heads, a celebration of a team that made it to the World Series 20 years ago did serve to drive home the Padres' overwhelming dearth of success. Playing in the orange, white and blue pinstriped uniforms of their late 90s predecessors, the current Padres beat the Cardinals 2-1 on a walk-off double down the right field line by Hosmer in the 13th inning. The winning run was scored by pitcher Jordan Lyles, who was pinch running for pinch hitter A.J. Ellis, who had walked. Hosmer's hit, on the first pitch he saw from new Cardinals reliever Mike Mayers, was the Padres' first hit in 10 at-bats Saturday night with a runner in scoring position. Before the pre-game ceremony in which Towers was inducted into the team's Hall of Fame, Padres executive chairman Ron Fowler acknowledged the franchise's lack of commemoration-worthy accomplishments and turned it forward. Seeing all these guys, seeing how they're still tied together, it reinforces what we want. Fowler said, "We see them revel in it. It's fun. You're trying to get there. We feel our team is going to win sooner than later." Hoffman, who serves as an advisor in the organization's baseball operations department, provided a perspective from both angles. That '98 team started that rebuild in '93. Hoffman said, "I'm not going to put a number on it, but I'd like to preach patience. I'm starting to hear more of an underlying tone of, is the process going to hurry up? I think we're on the right path. I think everyone understands you to go out and compete in the free agent market. That's probably not the way you're going to sustain anything. But by having a farm system that is deep, hopefully some of these guys do come out of a deep farm system." At this point, the Padres continue to slog through a period where they are waiting for that fertile farm to produce. The current Major League roster is a mix of a very few players who will definitely be here in 2020, several who are trying to secure spots for longer than this season, and others that are essentially space holders and/or trade bait. Tyson Ross continued to display his value as one of the latter, allowing one run in 6 innings. It was the 7th time in 8 starts Ross has gone 6 innings. He left with the game tied 1-1. The Padres scored first for 13th time in 41 games this season, on a little good fortune and some hustle. With 1 out in the 2nd inning, Rafi Lopez reached when his check swing sent a dribbler down the third baseline. He moved to third on Freddie Galvis' grounder to the grass on the right side. May have been thrown out trying to take the extra base if not for first baseman Jose Martinez's throw to third going well wide. As the ball bounced to the wall up the left field line, Lopez raced home safely. The Cardinals scored off Ross in his final inning after he hit the first batter, Paul DeJong, who scored on Martinez's double. After scoring in the 2nd inning, the Padres would not get another hit off starter Michael Wacha or the 2 relievers who followed him until Jose Pereira led off the 9th with a single against Bud Norris. Frenchie Cordero followed with a walk before pinch hitter Corey Spangenberg, Lopez and Galvis struck out in succession. The Padres in the 10th again had a runner in scoring position with multiple outs to get him home, and failed. Pinch hitter Carlos Asuaje lined a one-out single to left field, and Travis Jankowski followed with an infield single. But Eric Hosmer hit a chopper that Cardinals third baseman Jed Gyorko fielded on a high hop before stepping on third and throwing out Hosmer at first. Kevin.ac@SudUnionTribune.com